Makes me smile. And so do those two goofballs he's got with him. What do we got today in the kitchen, Pat?
Well, we've got the Wicked Witch of the West.
The Wicked Witch in North Providence, actually.
North Providence, yeah. And we'll call you Oz, I guess, just for the heck of it, for this hour.
I'm Ozzy.
How's that sound?
That's awesome.
Good. Hi, Pat.
Backflips.
All right, guys, great to see you, but I really don't want to talk to you because I want to eat this great meal that you fired up today.
You feel like you're cheating on us today with all this great food all over the set, but we're here.
No. What's this?
Basically, we're gonna do a pumpkin ravioli today. They're gonna end up looking like that. We got some fresh pumpkin, or you can use canned pumpkin. We got ricotta cheese. We have some Parmigiano Reggiano. We're gonna make a bechamel sauce really quick.
A what?
A bechamel, which is a cream sauce.
You didn't swear, don't worry.
Good thing we got a 7-second last roadshow.
And the twist on this is that we're going to do some wonton skins. We're going to use wonton skins or wrappers instead of pasta, which is basically the same.
It's fun to do in the kitchen, even with the kids. It's going to be tremendous.
Nice this is what you can do with your pumpkin after somebody smashes it.
Yeah, your house. You know what happens.
You know how they roll in my neighborhood.
No, absolutely.
You know what you just invited them to do for the folks. Actually, we don't have any pumpkins out this year, which is surprising me, but we'll have to do that quickly.
The bechamel sauce quickly is basically just flour and butter.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna melt down the butter, and we're gonna add some cream to it, salt and pepper, and then a little cheese, and that's it.
We're good to go.
We want that to cool.
What's this here?
Where's my donut? You know, you were over there on this. You got 8 donuts. Can you bring one in here?
I can. You know what? I have the pull. I can do that for you guys.
See if Ben will give me one of his donuts, please.
If you rely on Ben for anything, you're going to be waiting here a long time.
I asked so little.
More from the kitchen in a bit with these two guys.
All right.
Would you say Paisan stick together? Back to you.
For now, I'm going to send that over to Pat, who's making some pumpkin ravioli. Sounds delicious.
I'm Joe Zito, along with Joe Zito, or with Chef John Granata.
Hey, the guy wants to look like me. Who can blame him?
Is this what
you
you
know
look
what
like?
I mean?
Is this what people? Is this really what you look like?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really good. You look great.
Thanks, man.
Maybe you'll have some fans for a change.
I'm confused.
Why is he being so mean?
Hey, come on now. Let's go. Let's hustle it up. We're wasting time.
Yeah, right, we are. All right, so I'm supposed to make the filling for the... this thing's driving me crazy. The pumpkin... what are we doing?
We're doing pumpkin. We're doing pumpkin filling for the ravioli.
That's what it was.
All right.
The bechamel sauce we did in the first segment.
Bechamel sauce.
We're going to put that right in here. That should be cooled when you use it.
Okay.
All right. We got about 15 ounces of pumpkin. You could use it either by the can or fresh if you want. You can take it off your front lawn tomorrow night.
Now that you've told everybody to go to my neighborhood.
Exactly.
After Joe goes by your house.
You can still use that.
You got the same amount. You got 16 ounces of ricotta.
Regal.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Now,
Yeah, this is an indulgence, but it's worth it, you know?
some salt, a little bit of pepper. Now this is 3 tablespoons of pumpkin spice. You can buy that in any market now. It's a pre-made pumpkin spice. It's got ginger and
That's where you
nutmeg
get your
and
taste.
cinnamon.
Or it
Right.
amps
And it
the
seems
taste
like
up.
a lot, but it really is going to bring the whole thing out. You got about a half a cup of Reggiano Parmesan. Just use a good Parmesan in this because you don't want something that's going to overpower.
You got all this, Pat?
I'm good. I'm good. What do you got over there, Zito?
Oh, and this. Well, I'm going to have some gorgeous wine for the next segment. We'll have a little
okay,
wine.
that's the
It'll
next
be
segment.
beautiful.
Okay.
It'll go with it beautifully. Yeah, from Sonoma today.
1 egg.
One
You
egg,
gotta
that's
get
all
that
it
in there
takes.
before-
All right, much more from the kitchen with these guys. More costumes, I'm sure, on the horizon. Find the recipe and the ingredients online at foxprovidence.com. Back to you.
Welcome back to the Roadshow. I am incognito in the kitchen this morning as we're making pumpkin ricotta ravioli.
Look at this.
I don't know how you guys walk around with these things. They're super itchy.
You remember that time you said you wanted to look like me a little? So
I don't recall,
there
Joe.
you go. Yes. And then now you have it. You're literally... Oh, I don't know if you can...
Well, that is a good look, is it not?
That's lovely. It's lovely.
All right, so let's get cooking here this morning in the kitchen. Usually when I have some ravioli, everyone... Please don't have a heart attack as I say this, all the people on the hill who are watching us this morning, but I usually just open a bag of frozen foods and dump them in the water.
Okay, well
This is fun. This is fun.
It's
This
fine.
is much more
It's fine.
but this is much more fun, and what I love too is it's a little bit quicker,
Right.
and you get to customize it to do whatever you want.
Right,
like
you can do it with
this.
your family and your friends, and I mean, it's very easy. Basically, these are wonton skins. You find them in any...
Very cool.
You find them anywhere. And this is 1 egg in water.
Now, are they already floured like this?
Yeah, that's what's great about them, and they don't stick together because they cornstarch them,
I love that.
right? So we just brush some egg on it,
So
like
a little
this.
egg wash, okay.
It's egg and water mix. And what I did was took a Ziploc bag, and I made a pastry bag.
Aha! I like
There's
how
a
you
little
did that.
tip for you.
It's shabby chic in the kitchen.
You just cut the little tip off the end, and you pipe about that much, about 2 tablespoons.
I tell you, don't ever listen to what Joe Zito says about you, Chef John, because you are one smart guy.
Now watch this.
Okay, now the top. We're going to brush another one,
Okay.
and then we're going to take it, we're going to put it on top.
Marry them together there.
Right, and then you're going to push some of the air out of it.
All right,
Go ahead.
let me try to do that.
Yep.
Okay.
Keep everything in the center.
Push
if you
the air
can.
out, but not the pumpkin, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right, now the easy part. You take a cutter, and you push down on it really hard.
Okay. Just any old cookie cutter
Yep,
will do,
just-
right?
Yep, just kind of roll it.
Now,
There
of
you
course,
go.
when you have something like this, you see, if you're mom and dad out there or grandma, this is beautiful to do with the kids or the grandkids.
pull
and
it right up.
keeps them grounded in the
Isn't that
kitchen.
great?
Now, remember it. Look at that.
I made a
ravioli.
ravioli.
You certainly did.
All right.
We
Yeah,
could
I'm
cook these,
practically
I think.
Italian. Look at that.
All right, so it's just that simple.
Very easy.
So we throw them in the water.
Okay.
And what's great about these is they don't take long to cook either. They take, just a few minutes because they're lighter than your normal pasta. And you're going to see that the flavor on them is just great.
Now, did you salt the water for this just because
I did.
You did, okay. And then will we just wait until they float to the top? Is
And
that the signal
that's
they're
it,
done?
yep.
Easy peasy. Now, what is it that we're going to put over this? Because I would imagine that you wouldn't want to put like a heavy marinara sauce or anything like that.
No, you could. I mean, if that's your fancy. But basically, what we're
What
going to do.
is your fancy,
My
Chef
fancy
John?
is that we're going to do some just a little bit of butter,
Okay.
some sage, and a little Reggiano Parmesan.
Well, while we start doing that, TV Maitre D, what are you Maitre D'ing today?
Well, and by the way, what you said about floating to the top,
Yeah.
that's just what my family does with me in the summer at the pool. That's how they know I'm done. So basically, what we're doing here is a lot of white wines would not stand up to this savory dish,
Okay,
so we
too
stay
light.
away from those.
Okay.
But there are many reds that would overpower these wonderful spices. So what we want here is something in between, and I've selected
compliments.
today a Gallo Sonoma Reserve. Now, everybody knows Gallo from Ernest and Julio and the big jug wine for
Yeah.
$3.
Right, exactly.
Well, Gina
2 cup
Gallo
jug.
is now in 3rd generation, and she
Okay.
makes some beautiful wines in Sonoma, and this is the Pinot Noir. And I just think it's wonderful with this dish. It's about $12 a bottle. They make some wonderful wines. Don't let that Gallo name
All
think
right.
of back in the day. Or you can have a Grenache or a Malbec.
Oh, I love I've been drinking
So
Malbec lately.
those would stand up well to this and not overpower the dish. And I think that this is my choice for this beautiful dish
Very
that the chef's
nice.
making. And you see he's making a sage butter now.
Now, how much did you put in? About a couple tablespoons of butter?
About 3 or 4 tablespoons
Okay.
of butter. And then what you want to do is right when it starts to just throw sage in there. And the whole idea is if this thing gets hot enough, we want these things to kind of fry up in it so they permeate the oil.
Gotcha.
the
Very
butter.
nice. Now, tell me what else you've got going on over at TV Maitre D. Tell
Well,
people when,
let me
when
just
they
say,
can watch you.
yes, of course, this Sunday morning, Quick Bites with the TV Maitre D on Eyewitness News
Yep.
with Danielle and Pete. We are at the Celtic Lounge Bar and Bistro at Finnegan's Wake.
Oh.
People remember this place as sort of a rollicking bar room.
Right, yeah.
Well, they have upgraded in an incredible way. You love to see that. And then Sunday mornings is a brand new edition of TV Maitre D, and it's all about value-oriented family dining. A half
like
hour of
that.
fabulous places. You check that out.
Well, gentlemen, I tell you what, we're going to plate these up in just a second, and I know that Patrick is going to want one or two, and I see a couple of other hungry faces in the kitchen this morning. So we'll plate this up in just a second, and we'll get a taste. For now, though, we want to throw it over to Michelle Muscatello. Today's a great day to maybe have a meal outside if you can.
Yeah, take